The modern internet is a hostile environment. You open a website and your browser freezes while it loads 3 auto-playing videos. You buy a $1,000 Smart TV and it tracks every show you watch so it can sell your viewing habits to advertisers. You hand your kid an iPad and their game is interrupted every 30 seconds by a casino ad.
It's out of control. Most people just install an ad blocker extension on Chrome and think they're safe.
Browser extensions are a band-aid. They only protect the browser. They do absolutely nothing for your smart TV, your Apple TV, your smart thermostat, or your phone apps. If you want true digital sovereignty, you don't fight the ads on the device. You fight them at the perimeter.
Wait, so we are stopping them before they even enter the house?
Exactly. In our previous episodes, we built the Sovereign Stack. We took a 10-watt Mac Mini Ghost server, canceled our cloud subscriptions, and built the DOOMSDAY data vault. Today, the Ghost server goes on the offensive. We are turning it into a network-wide DNS Blackhole. We are going to lobotomize your smart TV. We are going to strip the ads out of your mobile apps. And we are going to make your entire home Wi-Fi twice as fast. Welcome to the admin class.
Okay, break down the architecture. How does a single Mac Mini sitting in my closet block an ad on my living room TV?
To understand the weapon, you have to understand how the internet routes traffic. Whenever any device on your Wi-Fi tries to load a website or an ad, it has to ask a DNS server for the IP address. It's like looking up a name in a phone book. By default, your router uses your internet provider's phone book, Comcast or AT&T, and they gladly hand over the addresses for every tracking server and ad network on Earth.
So we change the phone book.
We hijack it. On the Ghost server, we install a lightweight, open-source tool called AdGuard Home. You can also use Pi-hole. They both do the same beautiful thing. Then, we log into our Wi-Fi router and we tell it, from now on, every single device in this house must ask the Mac Mini for directions.
And because the ad never actually downloads, it doesn't use any bandwidth.
Precisely. The pages load instantly. The blank spaces collapse. It feels like you upgraded to gigabit internet, simply because you aren't downloading megabytes of corporate garbage on every page refresh.
I did this last night based on your notes. Jay, the dashboard is terrifying. In the first 24 hours, my Ghost server blocked over 18,000 requests. 18,000! Almost 30% of my total home internet traffic was just invisible garbage and trackers.
And the best part? It doesn't matter if you are a hardcore PC builder, a Linux guy, or an Apple user. This protects every single operating system on your network instantly.
This sounds incredible, but let me play devil's advocate. What happens when it blocks something it shouldn't? What if my wife tries to click a Google shopping link and the Ghost server blocks it? That is a fast way to get my server unplugged.
Haha, you are talking about the WAF, the wife approval factor. It is the most critical metric in home server architecture. If you make the network too strict, the family rebels. This is why I prefer AdGuard Home. It has a beautifully simple dashboard. If a legitimate site gets blocked, I can open the app on my phone, see exactly what was blocked in real time, and whitelist it with one tap. You can even set custom rules. I have a rule that completely blocks TikTok and Instagram on the network. but only on my kids' iPads and only after 8 p.m. You are no longer a consumer, you are the network administrator.
Okay, the wife approval factor is crucial. I get that. But let's look closer at those 18,000 blocked requests. If I'm not sitting at my computer clicking on 18,000 recipe blogs, where is all that invisible garbage actually coming from?
It's not coming from your browser, Marcus. It's coming from your living room. Welcome to the Internet of Things. When you buy a massive 65-inch 4K Smart TV for $300, you aren't just buying a display. The hardware is heavily subsidized. You are buying a data harvesting billboard.
So the TV itself is tracking me.
Exactly. Companies like Samsung, LG, and Roku use a technology called ACR, Automatic Content Recognition. It takes digital fingerprints of the pixels on your screen, logs your viewing habits, and fires that telemetry back to their corporate servers to be sold to data brokers. And they do this 24 hours a day, even when the TV is turned off.
So that explains the massive spike in the dashboard logs.
Yes, your TV, your smart thermostat, and your Wi-Fi appliances are constantly trying to phone home. But with the DNS Blackhole active, the ghost server intercepts those requests and drops them into the void. Your appliances are effectively gagged. They can still stream Netflix, but they can no longer report your life back to headquarters.
That is incredible peace of mind. But Jay, I have to ask the million-dollar question. Every single person watching this video is thinking it right now. Does the ghost server block the unskippable YouTube ads on that smart TV?
I am glad you asked that, because this is where fake tech gurus will lie to you, and where true admins understand the math. The short answer is no. A DNS black hole cannot block a native YouTube ad.
So how do we defeat them? Are we just stuck watching unskippable ads?
No. We use a military concept called defense in depth. The DNS black hole is your perimeter wall. It kills the smart TV trackers, the mobile game pop-ups, and the smart fridge telemetry. But for that last 10%, the native YouTube ads, we use targeted weapons at the device level. On your computer, you run the uBlock Origin browser extension. And on your TV, you stop using the built-in Smart TV interface. You buy a dedicated high-end streaming box like an Apple TV 4K or an NVIDIA Shield Pro. They don't inject banner ads into your home screen, and on the Shield, you can sideload open-source apps that violently strip out every single YouTube ad and sponsor read. I put links to the only 2 streaming boxes I trust in the description. Liberate your living room.
Okay, I love this for the house. But what happens when I leave? The second I walk out my front door and connect to a hotel Wi-Fi, I'm off the ghost server. The ads come flooding back.
Not if you carry a piece of the black hole with you. Whenever I travel, I carry a piece of tactical hardware called a Barrel AX travel router. It is smaller than my phone. I put a link to this exact router in the description. It is the ultimate digital nomad tool. When I get to a hotel, I don't connect my laptop and phone to their untrusted network. I plug the travel router into the wall. It connects to the hotel Wi-Fi, and it instantly establishes a heavily encrypted WireGuard VPN tunnel straight back to the ghost server sitting in my closet at home.
Wait, are you saying your devices in a hotel in London think they are sitting in your living room in Texas?
Exactly. My laptop connects to the travel router. The router pipes my connection through the encrypted tunnel. The Mac Mini scrubs all the ads, blocks the trackers, and serves me clean, secure internet anywhere on the planet. No monthly VPN subscriptions. Total sovereignty. Stop renting your network security. If you haven't built your Sovereign stack yet, check the description. I have linked the Mac Mini, the Ghost plugs, and the travel router you need to build your own DNS Blackhole today. Next week, we are finally unlocking the true power of this machine. We are going to install a completely private, uncensored AI agent that lives on your hardware, reads your documents, and never sends a single line of text to ChatGPT. Hit subscribe, clean your network. Welcome to the admin class.